On February 24, 2020, WRLR was granted a license by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest as a public trustee until December 1st, 2020. Our license will expire December 1st, 2020. We filed an application for license renewal with the FCC. A copy of this application is available for inspection at www.fcc.gov. It contains information concerning the station's performance over the last 8 years. Individuals who wish to advise the FCC of facts relating to our renewal application and to whether the station has operated in the public interest should file comments and petitions with the FCC by November 1st, 2020. Further information concerning the FCC's broadcast license renewal process is available at 680 East Mallard Drive, Round Lake Beach, Illinois, or may be obtained from the FCC, Washington, D.C. 20554.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois. You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
The Illinois Housing Development Authority and Great Lakes Credit Union want you to know that if you're struggling to pay your rent, have already missed a payment, or someone in your family has suffered a loss of income due to COVID-19, they are here to help. In partnership with the Illinois Housing Development Authority, GLCU is supporting Illinois tenants who are unable to pay their rent with personalized one-on-one counseling and rental assistance relief. Grant applications are being accepted until August 21st. To apply and access more information, their website is glcu.org/assistance. Their phone number is 1-800-258-0335.
You're listening to 98.3 FM, WRLR LP, Round Lake, Illinois.
All right, that is American Idiot, a song dedicated to myself, Dr. Farty Pants. It's Waking Up Lake County. Good morning, everyone. 8:05 here at the old train station, the only radio station in a train station. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's an election coming up. There's a presidential election coming up this year. And I don't know if this was the first time ever, but this week was the Democratic National Convention, the DNC. Supposedly it was held in Milwaukee, but I don't even know if any of it actually happened in Milwaukee. That's the thing. The ending, whatever you want to call it, hop on stage, wave to everybody, fireworks and everything happened in Delaware, which is where Joe Biden is from. And people did kind of like they've been doing all around the world. They sat in their cars, they beeped their horns, they put their hazards on, they blinked their lights. They sat on top of the car, took pictures, and there was a fireworks show. It's kind of what the world is turning into right now. It's Zoom and parking lot parties. So we have this election coming up this year. And who are you going to vote for? When I first started this radio show about a year ago, I thought I was a Democrat or a liberal because of a lot of my thoughts, a lot of my views are liberal. Then the whole coronavirus thing happened. Just about the only conservative view that I have is that I don't support unions. All my other views are pretty much liberal. But then coronavirus hit. And I realized that I sided with a lot of people who tend to be on the right wing. I'm concerned about my friends, my neighbors, and other people who have businesses that are suffering because of this. I don't want to wear a mask because I don't want to. Feel free to wear a mask. I don't want to. Stop closing businesses. Stop making them fail because you're so concerned about everyone's health. Stop trying to protect us. I'm kind of what they call an AC/DC. I flip-flop on different issues. But with this one, it just seems like a slam dunk to me that businesses should be able to operate. I guess we can wear masks indoors if we really need to. But why force businesses to have certain policies regarding this thing? Why police that so much? You're causing them heartache. You're causing them to lose money and potentially shut down. I don't know how many suburban restaurants around this area have been closed down because of coronavirus. But there are not only restaurants, but other businesses as well that are closing down because of this whole deal. Now, the election's coming up, and we have to choose. I hate that it all depends on money. I have to choose between a guy who is as old as my mother, 78. Now, I love my mom, but I think that they come from a different generation that's a little out of touch. So, on one hand, we have a 78-year-old who, if he's elected, he'll be 82 at the end of his first term. His first term. Most people are retired at that point for 12 years. On the other hand, you vote for the Republicans and you vote for this guy who acts like he's a 10-year-old. There are not a lot of celebrities or people in the public eye who are as immature as Donald Trump. I'm not one of those people like a lot of the liberal friends of mine who post anti-Trump things. There are just some things that he does as a human being that is just so childish. Now, before the election in 2016, it was great timing, by the way. Somebody released the tape from that bus with Billy Bush. What great timing. And I thought for sure that somebody who talked about and was recorded as saying what he said regarding women and how he treats them, how could anyone vote for that person? But I was surprised. He got elected. I thought for sure that after January of 2017, when he got into the White House, that his tweets would become civilized. I thought that he would be promoting US this, US that, the event on this. Hey, everybody, look at how great this is. Hey, everybody, you guys should try this. Hey, everybody, don't forget, coming up, Happy 4th of July. His tweets are all angry. His tweets are conniving. His tweets are trying to incite hatred and separation in this country. Now, mind you, let's go back to the other hand again. Joe Biden is old, out of touch, been in politics for 50 years. His first thought of running for president was 1980, when I was 2. So you vote for him, and you get more of the same. My frustration with this whole thing is that money buys this stuff. I hate the fact that there is somebody probably out there in this country, let's say they are 50 years old, and they are really good at what they do. Who knows if they have any political affiliation with either party, but let's say that they are successful, they are a good manager, a good delegator, they're diplomatic, and they're in touch with society. But because they don't have a political affiliation or the financial backing or lobbyists or whatever, however the political system works, they can't become our president. I have no idea what Joe Biden or Donald Trump's agendas are. Each side has conspiracy theories about why the other person stinks, or what that person's agenda is, or what that person's agenda is that's bad. I guess I wish that we could find that person and elect that person who had the best interest of the most amount of Americans at heart. There's a Democratic agenda, there's a Republican agenda. I don't give a crap about that. I want the most people in this country to succeed. I want the most people in this country to have nice lives. What does that look like? I don't know. But I know it's not happening right now. Can a president truly change that? I don't know. There's a rippling effect that comes along with each person putting in efforts and creating a new normal. And I just know that the current president, and potentially if Joe Biden is elected, it doesn't sound like much is going to change. But I will say, I think that things did change when Donald Trump was elected. On one hand, it seems like America became the divided states of America. I like to hear if Republicans truly support him, because there are a lot of Republicans that don't support him. And when I say divided states of America, I mean, in my lifetime, I don't pay attention to politics a lot, but the overall vibe that I have felt and sensed in the last 4 years has been a whole lot of division. People going at each other. I didn't think that blatant racism would come to the surface. And I'm not blaming that on Trump, but it seems like people feel like it's a little more okay now than it was years ago. Or maybe we're just hearing about it more now. I don't know. But I'm sensing more extreme things in the last 4 years coming to the surface, being revealed. Yeah, the George Floyd incident was crazy. And the aftermath was even crazier. The coronavirus, crazy. But there's this divide in this nation. And there's a hatred in that divide towards the other side. You see it on Facebook. I see it on Facebook. Our left-wing people always are, I shouldn't say our left-wing. Our left-wing friends are constantly posting things about how Trump's an ass. And our right-wing people are constantly posting about how Obama was this kind of fraud and that kind of fraud and this terrible president. But they're also posting about how, snowflake this, snowflake that, liberal ideals and everything. I'm tired of hearing about that stuff. I want somebody in the White House. I wish somebody could get into the White House who's just for the people and not for the liberal or conservative agenda, but rather for the better good. Yes, my radio show today has taken a little bit of a different angle than normal. But these are just things I've been thinking about lately. I look at the election, and of course, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. But why am I going to vote for him? Because the other guy's a freaking clown. And I will say that I'm of a certain type of personality where I actually sometimes act like Donald Trump and actually sometimes agree with Donald Trump in certain things that he says, in certain ways that he reacts to people. But he's rude. And I don't think I'm that rude. And I just think that there's no place for that in the White House. I don't get it. I don't get him. People have called me a narcissist. But there are experts out there who have actually said this guy's crazy. I would love to hear from Republicans who actually do support him. And I'd like to know why. Because I don't get it. How can you wholeheartedly put your vote behind someone who acts like a child? And go ahead, prove me wrong. And actually, I would love to hear if anybody thinks that Barack Obama or Joe Biden or any other Democrats out there act like a child. Is there a comparable political figure right now or in recent history or history at all who in the public eye has acted this, and I keep saying the word childish. I don't know if that's the right term for it. Is the right term childish? Or is it somewhat barbaric? Or is it just combative? There's just no warmth there. There's no warmth, there's no compassion. And it was nice, although I'm not completely on board with Joe Biden. Those were some of the words that he did say in his speech yesterday. Is that on the ballot in November and some of the words he said were like compassion and empathy and things like that. It sounds good. That resonates with me. Is it because I'm a human being and I'm not a political mind? Do some of you out there who are more of a political mind not care about things like compassion and empathy and doing good for the betterment of society because your tax rate is going to be lower? Who knows? I'm not an expert. I'm just some guy on the radio. And this is Bruno Mars, also on the radio. WRLR.
Eddie, you were good.
Hey, bud.
Did you shoot it off the top of your head?
Yeah,
Excellent.
just rattling off shit.
Good shit. We agree. We're on the same wavelength.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense.
Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
It's crazy.
Yep. Like you said, I agree with you 100%.
Good to hear.
I'm the same wavelength, and I get, I'm Jewish, as you know,
Yeah.
and I get it. The Jews are so liberal, I cannot believe it.
And I thought I was liberal for many years until recently. I've been I tried to think on my own. It's one of those things. I have views on both sides, really.
Now, how do you get that on your phone? 825.
This is an Android phone.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think the iPhone do it, but the Android's got different things that you can do on there.
Wow,
But you can customize it a little different. So
that's great.
yeah, because I like it. It's across the room, and you can see it across the room.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, my friends make fun of me for it, but I'm like, okay, I got to clap all the way over there.
No, it's great. It's
I
great.
love it. Yeah.
That was good.
What's on the show today? What do you got there?
If we wanted to talk, I can give you a recap of the year, how bad it's been so
Oh,
far.
we were talking about that last week. You mentioned that to me last week. I'd love to hear that. Yeah, sure.
Well, I got about 6 months worth. But I'm looking for something that'll kill time for you.
Okay.
Hold on. Find it. Every one of these songs are all Jewish composers. Irving Berlin, Mike. If you want to punch that on, just hit that and put it through.
Oh, which these here?
No,
Or-
right here.
Oh, okay.
This blue thing.
Okay.
But you know what? It's not going to work here. Shit.
We got to turn your phone on. It's in your email.
There, it's on my
There it
phone
is.
too.
Yeah.
There's the phone.
So we got to turn your hotspot on.
We got some good music today, and that's it. Got a particular audience that likes my music. They're depressed.
They're depressed, you said?
Well, they're down on their, they feel good. I get a lot of calls, and I make them feel better. There is a
Oh,
lot
good.
going. It's horrible, Eddie.
Yeah.
You don't like to be called Eddie, right?
My friends call me Eddie.
Okay.
Ed. I'm Ed, and my friends call me Eddie. Eddie reminds me of when I was in elementary school.
Okay.
I was Eddie Johnson back then. But yeah, then as an adult, I don't really like Ed. I like Eddie. Makes me feel young again. Yeah.
You got it working?
Yes. Won't open it. It's a Google Drive thing.
Well, here, let's do it on my phone.
Okay.
Try it.
Oh, your office is in Skokie, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, let's try it. It's on the phone. The phone works.
Okay.
That's wow. People with the attitudes are so different.
And there's just this angry attitude towards the other side.
The only thing we differ on is I do wear a mask in public.
Well, you're at risk, right?
You're at risk too.
What's that?
You're not 25.
Well, yeah. I just know
But
that
it's
my
the kids that are given it. They have these parties, and to them it's just a flu. But we eat out, but we eat intense.
you what?
We eat it, like intense.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Restaurants that have tents. My wife is I'm not bowling. Gave up the bowling this year because they're making you sign a contract that you're not going to sue them.
Oh, is your bowling alley open? And they're having the
It's
leagues?
open, but there's going to be half the bowlers, less than half the bowlers. And all
Yeah,
that.
that's what my bowling alley does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to. No, the league. A lot of people dropped out.
Oh,
You got it?
yeah. It's up there. Yeah, it's 8 minutes. You want to play it?
Yeah, I think you'll like it. These
Okay.
are all. It's all Jewish music.
Okay.
Try it. You ever Moving Berlin's White Christmas?
Do you have?
Oh no, I don't. Shit.
Okay. We can put it into.
How about if you send it to yourself?
Yeah, I do that. It's,
Oh, you're excellent. You really got this. This was all improvised.
yeah, I've been thinking about it for a little while, so that's why. So thank you. I don't like to be serious very often, but
No,
the
you got to be.
the world has just been pissing me off lately. You know,
You watched that crap last night? You watched Biden's speech?
I did. It was on. I had it on up on my TV, but the volume was down because I was working on
Well, what I
something.
do is I watch Fox. They broadcast it. So you don't have to hear all the sideline.
Oh.
They comment. Told you exactly what you wanted to hear. That's all. Yeah, we're gonna,
Okay, so
Trump just doesn't. Trump is good, but he doesn't give a shit. He has no lid.
Yeah.
Same with me. I have no lid.
I have a lid in public.
Yeah, well, I have a lid.
You got to be.
Well, he doesn't
PC.
care. The man's 70 some odd years old. He's a Jillionaire.
Yeah, right. Let me see if I can. I think I sent it to myself. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's all music that was composed by Jewish composers.
Okay, you want to introduce it with me though?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I want them to think I'm a Christian.
What'd you say?
I said I want them to think I'm Christian. Doesn't matter. Oh, but we were talking about ethnicity.
Yeah.
It's all Jewish composers. They're Irving Berlin and Benny Goodman. You heard of their music. I hope it's right.
Oh yeah, Eddie Goodman. I've heard his name too.
Yeah.
You're listening to 98.3
Listening
FM,
to that.
WRLR, LP,
Yeah.
Round Lake, Illinois.
The Illinois Housing Development Authority and Great Lakes Credit Union want you to know that if you're struggling to pay your rent, have
Good.
already missed a payment, or someone in your family has suffered a loss of income due to COVID-19,
Yeah.
they are here to help. In partnership with the Illinois Housing Development Authority, GLCU is supporting Illinois tenants who are unable to pay their rent with personalized one-on-one counseling and rental assistance relief. Grant applications are being accepted until
That's
August
Bish, right?
21st. To apply
Is that Bish's
and
voice?
access more information, their website is glcu.org
Sounds like Bish.
/assistance.
Could be Bish.
Their phone number is 1-800.
So yes, we are WRLR. I am about to finish up Waking Up Lake County for today, and I'm joined in the studio now with Stan, who is the host of Yesterday Once More. Good morning, Stan.
How you doing, Eddie? And I just wanted to comment that I thought your speech today, or whatever you talked about, was excellent.
Thank you.
I concur with you. Right now, I just try to avoid controversy with my friends because I'm like you. I want to say I'm a liberal conservative.
Makes
Does that
sense.
make more sense?
I think it does. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a moderate on whatever side. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I can say I'm pro-choice, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you're pro-choice.
I am.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're a liberal conservative.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and it's just crazy what's going on in this world now. Especially I watched the convention. I dozed nicely.
All the pre-recorded crap.
All the pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an election in November, and I don't know what the difference is going to make who's ever elected. We are going to have the COVID virus for at least another year, maybe more, maybe less.
Nobody can snap their
But
finger
it's
and make
scary.
it go away. Yeah.
It's scary what's going on there. And, I'm going downtown now. I did go downtown. It's deserted.
Yeah.
And, businesses are closing up. You go in the shopping centers, it's going to get worse. So what do? You let the people, let's say, okay, everybody go back to work and you're on your own.
Right.
And that's it.
Free for all.
Free for all. So I can't answer the question. I'm with you, and I know you're clean, so we don't have to wear masks and things of that nature. But I go into, personally, because of my age group, I go into environments that are very few people. My wife and I ate at a restaurant yesterday, and we were 6 feet away from everybody, and we eat outside. It's nice and I was talking to the proprietor, and he says his business is doing very, very well.
Wow. Even
Okay.
at 25% capacity. That's
Right.
good.
Well,
That's
he
good that
has
he's
people
saying
going
that.
to his office, but we ate outside.
Mhm.
So I said, what are you going to do when it gets October, November? He says, we're going to do takeout business. But then again, a lot of businesses have closed up, the retail businesses. Personally, I have not bought anything since the first of the year. And my wife hasn't either. So my checkbook as a result is getting bigger.
So you're not doing any shopping at all.
You're just grocery shopping and
yeah.
that's it.
That's it. Right?
That's it. And what we do, we subscribe online because my wife's afraid to go into the stores.
Oh, really? What's the service that you get? Where do you live? You
We
live
just
in
call
Highland Park, right?
Joel. We
Oh,
just
they got
call-
the delivery now,
They
right?
deliver it, and that's it. You pay a little extra, but at least you get the food, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. And then if we need some specific necessity type items, I order on Amazon or Google, and that's what we do. Anyway, Eddie, I thought you'd like this. I put together, I got this on an email yesterday. It's all people that were all Jewish composers, singers, things of that nature. And I thought it would be nice for your audience to hear this. So
Sounds
you're going
good.
to hear anything from Irving Berlin. You're going any of this, and all of this music is all by Jewish people. So we'll try it.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
Here we go.
Okay, I
Yes.
hope it works.
So you were raised.
Here you go.
As old as human existence. Our lives told through melody, harmony, and rhythm. Throughout history, where words fail, music speaks.
That's a chauffeur.
Is that a play or was it?
No, that's during the
Music is
religious
an
holidays.
integral
Oh.
part of Jewish life. From synagogue prayer services
We'll make you Jewish today.
to home religious observances.
That's the background.
Is he Jewish?
We pass our histories,
Every one of these are Jewish.
myths, and legends through story and song.
Where'd you grow up? You grew up in the city. So
I grew up in Rogers Park.
So you didn't grow up like in a Jewish community, right?
Yes, I did. It was all
So
Jewish.
that area was?
Yeah.
Okay. But you went to public schools, right?
Yes, all public schools. Couldn't afford it.
Many times.
Yeah.
We've always taken our music with us, adapting it to our new homelands,
I don't know if you like this or not.
changing the music.
It's interesting.
You'll see all the
nations
popular people.
across the globe.
I'll watch it.
We produced some of the most important artists in Russia, in Israel,
You ever been to Israel?
Yes.
Is it an interesting place?
Yes.
in France,
So there are Jewish folks all
Jewish people.
all across the world, huh?
Right.
in Argentina,
Where's your family from?
Poland, Russia.
My mom's side is Polish. So you didn't have anything to do with the Holocaust or anything, huh? There he is. One of my dad's favorites. Paul Simon, also
Yeah,
Jewish?
Yeah.
for a people whose numbers are so small, our impact is monumental. We have set a standard of excellence in every type of music. We are classical.
Never heard of them, right? Did you?
Not these names, no.
They're world-renowned violinists. He looks black. Well, I don't know what he is.
Yeah, he's got real dark skin, huh? Oh, Benny Goodman, yeah.
We are swing.
He's really old school stuff.
takes up 7 minutes of your time.
Yeah,
And we're rock and roll.
he's half Jewish.
Who?
Lenny Kravitz, half black guy, half Jewish.
Billy Joel?
I didn't know. I don't know if I knew that he was Jewish. Billy Joel.
Oh.
Well, she's. I didn't know she was Jewish.
Yeah.
Even today, young Jewish musicians
Oh.
continue to dominate the charts. Some members of our tribe might even surprise you.
Sammy Davis Jr. was Jewish.
Converted.
Latin artist
Oh wow.
Julio Iglesias.
Also a convert.
No, he's Jewish, Julio Iglesias.
Oh, with a Hispanic name like that.
Joe Dasani, leader of the legendary rock group Kiss, Gene Simmons. Van Halen's David Lee Roth,
Hey, there you go.
and a folk singer and rock and roll Hall of Famer, born Robert Zimmerman.
Boy, that's old footage.
We were instrumental in creating whole new genres like operetta, trance, and simply put, without Jews, there would be no Broadway.
Irving Berlin.
We found ways to inspire nations, sometimes in their darkest moments.
Who's Mark Burns? I don't know who that is.
It's black and white. I don't know.
And most ironically, we were leaders in writing and performing the most beloved songs in Christian music.
That's ironic.
She's Jewish, Bette Midler.
Yeah. Eastern.
Irving Berlin
While
wrote
still
that.
taking the time to remember our own holidays.
That's a fun one.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Jewish musicians have entertained audiences in every language on every stage imaginable around the world.
Well, that's you mean, right?
Oh yeah. I never heard her sing in. Is that Hebrew?
Yeah.
Я дебил, и зовут меня Кирилл.
I don't know
Я
who he is.
российский радостный дебил.
Tell me sober.
У меня все хорошо, очень-очень хорошо, потому что я дебил.
They have provided us with the soundtrack of our lives,
Oh,
creating
wow.
the music we love.
Carly Simon.
From rap to rock and roll, classic
Winehouse.
punk
Yeah.
to classic musicians, Broadway musicals to modern jazz.
Bob Alpert.
I didn't know Paul Abdul was.
Yeah, Sadaka. Sadaka. Eddie Connick Jr.
Wow.
Okay, there you go.
You know, I learned a lot about who was Jewish through that Adam Sandler song. You know, when he goes through the Hanukkah song.
Right, that's a good song.
But here we are with another list of them outside of that song. So
Well, I
Wow.
hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
I can't do it because I can't hook up my phone. I got to get the new modern phone or a modern jack.
Well,
To
that's
do
what
it.
stinks about these phones. Why can't I don't know why they stopped putting the headphone jacks in these things.
Well, here's
you
what
know?
they gave me on mine. It doesn't fit in.
Yeah, same. I have the same thing on mine. It's just
But,
stupid. Because then
well-
you got to buy another gadget.
Yeah.
That's how
You know,
they get you.
the world has changed. I mean, I have the 6-month diary all the way through January. If you want to hear it in January,
Yeah, give me some.
This
give
is
me
how the
some,
world
some,
has changed.
Some excerpts. Give me some great excerpts.
In January, Australia caught on fire. I don't even know if that fire was put out because we straight up almost went to war with Iran. We might actually still be at war with them. I don't know because Jen Aniston and Brad Pitt spoke to one another at the awards and showed everyone flip the crap out. But then there was this thing happening in China. Then Prince Harry and Meghan